Good afternoon, good evening, this is John Paul Wright. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Today, I'm going to continue my series, What Does Star Wars Mean to You? And I have a very special emotional clip. First, I'm going to give a shout out to Bobby Catalano. She's been giving me some great support. Thank you very much. I'll be featuring Snoke Spinal Tap today, and let's get right into his clip.
What's up, Star Wars fans? What Star Wars means to me. This past year has been pretty nuts, and Star Wars has always been very close to me, and I didn't ever think that it would ever become like closer than what it has become. I just love the characters, stories, and it's been with me, and it won't ever leave, and that's like right before I was done with the video, my girlfriend, she said, you better check on your friend Chad. And I was like, oh man, I better wrap up this video. That's what that meant. And I wrapped it up, and I went and I tried calling him, and he was dead. He looked a lot like Luke. He had a beard like him, and it was just weird that I was like doing that video and I had to find out about my friend dying like that. And now, like, it's stuck with me. Like, just like what Luke says in the movie. But it's still, it gets me. Like, he was a real close friend, and that's what Star Wars was always like. We went and seen like Star Wars movies together. We went and saw Rogue One, and I went and seen The Last Jedi all by myself, without my friends before seeing it, because I heard that it sucked. And I just told them, I was like, we don't want to go see that movie. It freaking sucked. And I was like real upset, about like the whole storyline with Luke. But with all of that, I still like Luke, I'm always gonna like Luke, like he's a real fragile character, just like Darth Vader. I just think they're being very careless with their characters and what they do with them. These legendary characters, they have to be pretty watchful with what they have them do. They're legendary characters. Like, they're not supposed to be in the movies that much. The more you have them in the movies, the more exposure, and the more things can fail, and then people can get upset. But yeah, like Star Wars has become a lot closer to me, even like thinking about that video, you see what, like how I feel about that, he was my best friend, like it's like losing like Han Solo or like Chewbacca or like it's real hard to watch Rogue One, because we watched that movie in the theater, and after watching that movie, like, you could tell that we were just like, yeah, like we're like cheered Emway, and like, like he was my Baze Malbus, and I was like a cheered Emway, like we were like that type of like close. And at the time, whatever, I I've even had like real bad problems like with my eyes and stuff. Like my eye went blind before, and I had to go and get like surgery. You know, like there's a lot of things that has happened to me throughout my life, and I've always liked Star Wars since I was like real little. But like it's always been like something that I held close, and a lot of times it's just a good kind of like a universe to escape to sometimes, or just to think about or whatever. I have a lot of friends, and like before all that had happened, everything was starting to blow up and everything, and I was wanting uh, my friend or whatever to maybe start doing some videos or whatever. We did a couple videos gaming and stuff, but like he was always like not really wanting to let his voice be heard on there. We would play like GTA together. His gamer tag was Wraithwind, but yeah, thank you for having me on your channel, John. And back to you, brother.
Alright, I gotta thank Snoke Spinal Tap very much for sending that clip in, and just so you guys know, he's got a channel of his own. He does Star Wars theories, some video games, stuff like that. Check that out. And I've been doing this for a few months now, and I've got quite a few emotional clips, but I think that one was just the heaviest, most touching clip I ever got, so really happy he sent that one in. This series I started maybe 5 or 6 months back on Mad Talk TV, and they basically do sound clips. So the tradition has been to do sound clips, but when I saw Snoke's video, it was so emotional, I was like, you know what, I should probably just start making these videos, and from now on that's what I'm going to do. So you guys let me know down in the comments what you thought of Snoke's clip, his thoughts, what Star Wars means to you. If you haven't already told me, I've done this like 8 times, maybe you have already told me. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing. I do Star Wars videos, mainstream entertainment, some Japan video logs, some comedy, a little bit of everything, and community's growing little by little. I will see you next time.